Kevin here, and Cynthia.
Hello.
Well, we are actually out. We are at Frensham Great Pond, or Big Pond. Today's my first proper day out. In fact, for the last just over a week, isn't it?
Yep.
Because as a lot of you will know that watch my videos, you'll know that I had COVID about 3.5 weeks ago, nearly 4 weeks ago in fact, and then middle of last week all those nasty symptoms came back, especially the cough, which sort of drains me, or drains anybody that gets a really bad cough. But we had to come out today for a reason. I had to go and pay for something over in Farnborough, so we thought on the way back we just stopped very quickly. We've got our coffees with us, Cynthia's got hers, and we just thought we'd stop just to have a little bit of a walk around the pond. Not, well, probably not all the way around, but just to see what's going on. But the car park it's absolutely heaving. There's a stream of cars trying to get in. There's a few cars going out, but not many. But you can't blame anybody for coming over here. It's very popular with people, especially on a day like today. This is Easter weekend and it's 20 degrees. And oh hello, I don't know whether the camera can pick this up. Look at all these little midges.
They'll be biting you.
Millions of them. And that is not very nice. As long as they leave my coffee alone. Yeah, cover it up, Cynthia. We know that just on the pond here there are some people out in their little dinghies. Dinghies? Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're dinghies.
Dinghies. They got sails on. And
Boats.
little boats. Gosh, these midges. There is literally millions of them about, and we're walking straight into them. Anyway, let's go down to the water's edge and have a look, see what we've got out here. So here we are, look, and we've got birds singing away above us, which is just beautiful. Let's have a look down this way. Oh, there goes a moorhen. There we go, right down to the water's edge. And I mean literally at the water's edge. And there's somebody out there in their dinghy. And looking across the pond, more people out there as well, having some fun. And it seems whenever we're doing videos, a helicopter or a plane comes across. Where is he? Oh no, he's just gone behind the trees. I can't get a shot of him. But let me just show you just along here. We've got some lovely blossom out. The tree is just tucked away in there. Looks like, I don't know if it is or not. I'm not going to go wandering about in there, because with it being so hot, you never know what's slithering and sliding about in amongst that lot. And I wouldn't want to meet anything either. So there we are. But as you can see, this is very much common land. Lots of heather. And we've got fir trees. There's a mixture, a huge amount of silver birch trees. And at the water's edge we've got holly and some beech. Look at this, another shot through there. But this is actually our first trip out, as I say, for some time, to make a little video. We thought we'd take the opportunity. I was lucky enough to have a stock of videos that took me up to last Sunday, I think it was. So I really appreciate everybody's support in watching the videos and your comments as well. So anyway, we're going to press on just along here for a little ways, see what else we can find. We found some more of that blossom, and Cynthia did try to identify it just now, and if anybody's got any suggestions let us know, but we are going to continue to try and identify it. And what was it you said? You looked at it just now and it said?
It said Juneberry.
Juneberry. Okay. Something that neither of us have heard of. But just here, just look at all these saplings that are out in leaf. These are all silver birch and beech, spreading right the way along here and up this hillside. So it's quite a mixture, but this blossom is in quite a few areas around this, or on this bit of this pond. There's quite a clump just here. And it is saying here, just let me stop, you are allowed to swim here, but only within a designated area. I have to admit, I didn't know they were allowing swimming over here again. And up through here, just look at all the beautiful yellow gorse. It looks lovely unless you get up against it, and then it's really not very nice. More of this blossom. And another tree just there, and furthermore down there. We've just come down to another bit further round. We're right near the Frensham Pond Hotel, isn't it?
Yes.
It is. And we've got a beautiful swan swimming there. And we did see a grebe just now, and we've seen a moorhen. I don't think we've seen a cooch yet, interestingly. Still the yachtsmen are out.
We've got a couple of mallards coming round here.
Oh yeah, a couple of mallards. Look at that, how close they are. Male and female. They think they're going to get some bread, but I'm sorry to say for them, we haven't got anything. Well, I've just had a quite amazing experience actually. As you'll see from some photographs, the swan that's just over there was literally just in front of me, 2 feet away. No bother at all, wasn't frightened. I didn't make any sudden movements either, but that was quite special. And we've got these wildfowl all in front of us, and we've got these mallards and we've got these coots, and we think the other birds, there's 2 birds out there which we think are widgeons. Widgeon. Well, we're walking along it just behind me. That is Frensham Pond Hotel, and as we spotted just now, someone's got some very expensive, well, I'm not sure about expensive perfume on. They're being attacked by midges. But just in front of me now, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to get much of a shot of this. Let's try that way. Look at that. Isn't that fantastic? That looks like bronze to me. Horse and cart, or double horse and cart. Absolutely stunning. I don't know who would be the sculptor of that one, but obviously this is an area where perhaps they get wedding parties out on the lawn there, and they've got this glass panelling all the way along that goes all the way up the side of this road. And I think you've got possibly accommodation units over there, I don't know, on the other side, which is through there on the far side of the lawn. There's certainly people sitting outside of one of the units, possibly rental units, or I don't know. Yeah, I would have thought so. Rental units as a hotel. Over to our left we've got Frensham Pond Yachting Club, I think it is. But just round this corner here, or just on this corner I should say, we've got this great big, which looks like slate. Oh, I thought it was going to be a notice board, but it's completely nothing there. No. Well, that completely threw me then. So we've along, I don't know how much further we're going to go along here, but if we head back, we've just got to retrace our steps. Look at these lovely tulips. A maze of colours, loads of different colours. Absolutely beautiful. I'd imagine this is a car park of some sort. You come around and you park up here. It does, doesn't it? Yeah, but yeah, Cynthia's just said it looks like it might be a motel. But the hotel itself, over the decades, has grown to this massive building. It's just huge.
Much bigger than I remember.
Yeah, absolutely. But it used to be just almost like a single pub at one time, going back donkey's years ago. We'll try and find out some information, and we'll put it in the description about that. So how far do you want to wander around here, Cynthia?
Well, should we keep going?
Okay.
Are you all right?
I'm fine at the moment, yeah.
Not coughing?
No, not too much coughing at the moment, which is good.
We don't have to walk on the road, do we? Get back round
Yeah, I think so. And of course you get, this is Surrey stockbroker belt area, and the houses are just huge. If you want to know where some of the money is in Surrey, it's here. So that's the entrance to the yachting club over there, or the yacht club.
Sailing club.
So, oh sorry, Frensham Pond Sailing Club.
Well, I suppose they're a bit small to be classed as yachts.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They're small dinghies, aren't they? So this road we're on now, or lane, I suppose you would call it a lane, this heads out onto the Hindhead to Farnham Road.
286?
Is it 28? Yeah, 287 probably. And as you can see, we're now passing under these trees, and a lot of them are covered in ivy, which is just going to kill them eventually. But yeah, quite a busy lane as well. Yeah, we've just come a little bit further along the lane here, and we've got this lovely pond, lovely stream stroke river flowing through, and it would eventually come down through the property in the background there, which is Frensham Ponds Kennels. Hello, the owls are out early today. So the stream goes across here and must obviously, well, let's you would have thought it would go into the pond, but let's just walk along here and have a look. Right, no day tickets, Farnham Angling Society members only.
There is a footpath sign though.
There is a footpath sign, which is good. And in fact, the stream doesn't go into the ponds at the moment. It's skirting in, two different directions. One bit goes off down through that way, and then the other bit through this way. And just over there is a robin just flown up. So again, we're heading away from the lane now, out into this bit here. Actually, this is rather lovely. It's just a lovely gentle stroll. It is really nice. And this again, look, the stream winds its way down through there, and I think it splits off and goes to the right. Beautiful. And we've seen that there's iris leaves coming up in quite a few places.
Honestly. Another flower. You know, oh.
Oops. Cynthia's just told me that the purple flower is called honesty. I've never heard of it, but we did a loop round by the pond following a footpath, which we thought was going to take us on a loop right the way around the ponds, and it didn't. It took us to a dead end, and we are now heading out towards the main road. Beautiful house here, absolutely stunning. And I won't show it to you because that'd be wrong. It's a private house. But just down here, Cynthia spotted from way back up the road a public footpath sign, so it gets us off this lane and away from the main road. And that's the main road down there. We can see that one or two cars going along. Of course, when I say that, they stop, and we've got to go down here. But as I said earlier on in the video, this has been a lovely little gentle stroll through this woodland and around the end of Frensham Ponds, for certainly my first effort to get out and walk and do any sort of exercise. At some point, after going through these viruses that we've had, you do have to start trying to build your energy reserves up, and as I say, this was my first attempt, and of course I've been suffering from these post-COVID symptoms. So yeah, it's you just got to keep at it, I think. In total, I've had 2 weeks rest, a week in between, yeah, so now I feel as if I've got a little bit more energy by resting, and so I'm going to be knackered later on, there's no doubt about that, but for me it's probably worth it. I've got no plans to do anything next week at all, because it's another short week because of bank holidays, and it gives me a chance to do a little bit more gardening, get out in the sunshine if the sunshine's still there, and hopefully go and do a little bit on my allotment. So we've got these funny little chicane things here, which you can just duck down and go under.
Straight in the shadow there.
Cynthia has said this is called
Stitchwort.
Stitchwort. See, it's useful having someone like Cynthia along, because she's the expert on wildflowers.
Oh look, over here.
Oh yes, look at this lot. Wow, isn't that pretty? All underneath these trees, which are what? Silver birch by the looks of it. Isn't that really, really pretty? Got these lovely little flowers. Beautiful. Got these leaves all coming out. Isn't it great to see these leaves come out? Fantastic. And we've seen the odd butterfly as well today.
You notice there's less gnats this side?
Oh yes, there is. That is a really good point. Look at that butterfly there. I don't know whether I got that or not. That was a yellow butterfly.
Called a brimstone, the yellow one.
You know, I'm not 100% sure, but you could well be right. That's the second one I've seen today. But as Cynthia's just quite rightly pointed out, on this side of the pond, we've actually not gone through any gnats or whatever they might be. We've had the odd one or two, but
clouds.
But not
we are
clouds.
A bit further from the water, maybe.
Yeah, it could be. But it's interesting. Every so often there's a hooter goes off from the sailing club. Now whether that's a start or an end of a race, or I don't know. Anyway, got some people coming towards us, so I better stop filming, because it's rude to film anybody coming towards me, really, especially got children with them. Actually, what I'm going to do, we spoke too soon about not being many gnats. Swarms of them again. But we're now on the other end of Frensham Pond, where the walks turn sandy, and this is where we'll start seeing more and more people. So I will have to be very careful how I'm filming, where I'm filming, because the amount of children that will be about. So it's changed now from the lovely woodland walk, as I say, to this sandy walk, which is not going to be easy to walk on. Very tricky, yeah. But all these paths and that are all designated, because there are areas where they don't want people to walk, because it might be to do with wildlife or certain plants. We found this out a couple of years ago, might be 3 years ago now, when we were walking on the other side of the road, which is just in front of this bank. They've got these designated areas, and in this particular area just in front of us, now I'm not sure whether this is moss or whether it's a lichen or what it is, but these are the sort of areas that they're protecting.
I think it's lichen.
I think it's lichen as well.
Yeah.
Mike Dixon, if you see this video, please tell us what this is, because you are the expert on lichen. But as I say, there's many areas like this, all they're conservation areas. And having said that, there's a sign that says conservation area, please keep out. So these are also designated for conservation.
They obviously put the sand here, which is a bit strange.
I think they probably have, but it's a mainly sand area, isn't it? I think.
It's a sandy area, but
yeah,
I think they put this here.
yeah,
It's like builder sand.
it is. It's very sharp. Let me see if I can get down there really close. But as you take a step forward, and as you press your foot in the sand, you're sliding backwards.
It's like walking on the beach.
It is, yeah, exactly. And yeah, this is what Frensham well known for. It's like the seaside, but inland.
In the 50s, people from Hazelmere would actually come to Frensham for their holidays.
Oh right, yeah.
Apparently there were some families that did that. They'd bring a tent.
I was just about to say, what, they'd bring a tent or something.
Yeah, just for a long weekend or whatever.
Yeah.
And the bus apparently from Hazelmere to Frensham at the weekend was packed.
Was it?
Yeah.
Wow.
All the little kids, their buckets and spades.
Yeah. But this is all National Trust. So if you're a member of the National Trust, you can park for free. Otherwise, you have to pay by card or by app, which is, the app is called Ringo. But just over here, across the other side of this conservation area, is the main sandy sort of beach area where people are laying down on rugs and blankets and things like that, and they've got little tents up. Someone's got a little fire going, which I must admit I didn't think you were allowed to have barbecues or fires lit on this area. I thought it was banned because of the risk of fire. But interesting, on this conservation area that I pointed out first of all, we've got a little, I presume they call it a balancing pond, just in the middle there. Clearly man-made, because you've got the black liner, but obviously, you know, the wildlife needs liquids as well. There's another one just here, just in front of me.
On the beach.
Yeah. No, not seen any.
It says there high risk of fire.
That's all right, don't worry. Cynthia said there was a notice back there saying there's a high risk of fire, and there has been fires at Frensham before, and the thing is, once it gets hold, if it's not extinguished really quickly, it can go through this area in a matter of hours, and it will leap the road onto the other side, and then it's just all the way down to Frensham Little Ponds. Oh, here comes the biplane again. There he is. Hello. Well, Cynthia and I have got to the end of our walk around Frensham Great Pond, and still a lovely day. It's about, I think, 3:30 ish. But we're getting back to the car park now, so we think this is the perfect place to end our walk around the pond. So this will be Kevin and Cynthia saying bye bye, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks very much. Bye. Bye bye.
Hello there. My name's Andrew Norris and I'm sitting in a meadow in Croatia. If, like me, you've just enjoyed watching Kevin's latest video, do give him a thumbs up. And if you haven't, please consider subscribing. Click the bell notification and you'll be kept informed of any future videos that Kevin uploads. Thank you.